All right, Unit 3.2 is all about relations. Unit 3.2, relations, also called a set of ordered pairs, right? So we know in ordered pairs is the x, y for the graph, right? So relations are just a set of ordered pairs. Instead of just one point, it's a bunch of points. Point, 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 point. It's a bunch of points. It's a group of points. That is called a relation. They are connected. They are related in some way, right? There's a lot of different ways you can visualize how these points are connected. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to illustrate different ways to express this information. It's the same information. It's just expressed in different ways. The set of x values is called the domain. And the set of y values is called the range. I'm sure you've had to hear the words domain and range before. The x values, the ones on the left, are your domain. The y values, the set on the right, is your range. Domain and range. X and y. Right? So, this one gives you the information in the set of relations, just a set of ordered pairs. It asks you for the domain, which is the x value. You go through and underline all your x values, and then you put them from lowest to highest. So our domain, let me do the little doohickey symbol. Lowest to highest, we have a -3. You do not have to put it twice. Alright? And then we have a -2. Let's see. And then we have a 1. And then we have a 3. If it helps you to mark them off, for God's sake. And then it says range. Range are your y values. Again, underline your y values. They're the ones on the right. Do your little doohickey. Lowest to highest. Put them in order. -4. 0. 1. 2. 5. That's ugly too. I'll fix it. Better. Alright? Domain, range, x values, y values. Now, this is what you do if they want just a list of the domain and range. You just list them. Now, if they want it in a table, you can go back to this information right here and use it again. X values. Right? This time you're going to use all of them in the order they give them to you. It doesn't matter. You can put them in order again. It doesn't matter. I just put them in the order they gave them to me. That way I can keep them in order. Y values. Again, it goes on the right. Get it? X, comma, Y. 1, 0, 2, -4, and 5. So these are your ordered pairs, but now we're on a table. It's the same information, we're just now on a table. It's another way to represent the information. Alright, what if I wanted to represent them on a map? Domain on the left, or your x values. Range on the right, or your y values. Alright, you can use this, or this, or this. It doesn't matter. Let's use this. Alright. -3, -2, 1, 3, and because -3 is already there, you don't have to put it again. Your y values are 1, 0, 2, -4, and 5. Mapping, also in my head I call it matching, because that's what you're doing. You're matching your domain with your range. So -3 goes with 1, -2 goes with 0, You could see how this would make sense if they weren't in order and somebody wanted to know what went with what. This would help, right? 1 goes with 2, 3 goes with -4, and -3 also goes with 5. It's mapped. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. You connected the domain and the range. It's just another way to represent the information. All right? Another way, graphing. In my opinion, the easiest way to graph is from the table. If you have the information in a table, or if you can put it in a table, it makes the graphing very, very easy. All right? Because all you have to do is it tells you left 3, up 1. Remember? Horizontal, vertical. Negative means left, positive means up. Right? So starting at the origin, we go left 3, up 1. We went left 3, up 1. Left 2, no up or down. 1 right, 2 up. 3 right, 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably shouldn't touch the screen at Dad's point. My bad. I'll fix it. And 3 left, 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's unconnected points. This is a discrete graph. If I connect them, then it's a continuous graph. All right, I'm going to go down to number 3 because they give us the information backwards and let you do number 2. All right, you're like, what do you mean they give us the information backwards? I'll show you. All right, so in this one, they gave you the points on the graph, and they expect you to get the information. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get the information. All right, so we're going to fill in the table, which is going to help us fill in the map, which is going to help us tell us the domain and range, which is going to give us the ordered pairs. We're just going backwards. We're just going backwards. All right, so any point doesn't matter. We start at the origin. I had to go 2 left and 3 up. 2 left and 3 up. I had to go 1, 2, 3, 4 right and 2 up. I had no left or right, and I had 3 down. No left or right, 3 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 left and 4 down. You see what I just did there? And 1, 2 to the right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 to the right and 5 down. So now I have 2 of the representations. I can use this to fill in this, easy peasy. Right? -2, 4, 0, -5, 2, 3, 2, -3, -4, -5. And then I just connect them across. Because I put them in order from the table, mapping them is super easy. Right? Because they're already in order. That's why I put them in the table first. This makes everything easier. Alright? Using the same information as what's in the table, we're going to go backwards again. Our range is our Y values. Remember our Y values. We want lowest to highest. So -5, -4, -3, 2 and 3. How weird, they were in order. I did not do that on purpose. And our domain is our X values. Lowest to highest, -5, -2, 0, 2, 4. All right, again, we use the table to find our domain and range. And again, I'm going to use the table to create our original set of relations. Right? So, doohickey, -2, 3, 4, 2, 0, -3. You notice how I'm putting commas between them? This is for computers. The computer needs to know you're moving on to the next coordinate. That's okay. It's good to know now. -5, -4, and 2, -5. So we use the graph to fill in the table. We use the table to fill in the map. We use the table to fill in the domain and range. And we use the table to fill in the relations. We just went backwards. So now that I've shown you frontwards and backwards, you should be able to do number 2 no problem, because it gives it to you in the beginning. And you can use this for this, this for this, this for this, and this for this. No problem. When you have a comfortable idea what's going on here, and you're ready to go forward or backwards, bring it back and I'll give you your mastery check.